Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So my name is Teaghan. I am currently a exchange student or studying abroad here in France. My exchange program is called Rotary Youth Exchange, but I'll do a different video all about that. However, in this video, I'm going to be talking about French schools, and yeah, let's get into it. So to start with, here's my school. So the name is Lucie Henri Poincaré, and it is a elite high school, and it is one of the very few elite high schools here in France. So that is a super cool fact. And there is about 2,000 students, and the building, oh my gosh, the building is 4 stories tall. And yeah, so since the school is pretty old, there is no elevators. So if you do have a class on the 4th floor, you indeed have to climb all those stairs, which I have about 3 classes on the 4th floor. So I can confirm it's not cool. It's about a leg workout every day. So yeah, but the architecture of my school is very beautiful. And it is normal for high schools and universities here in France to be very, very pretty. So yeah, I love that fact about France. So this is what my school schedule looks like. So the main difference between French and American schools is French schools, each day is different, unlike America. In America, every day is the same. It gets a little boring. So some interesting things about the French school schedule is classes can be 2 hours long here. And yeah, it gets kind of boring. But however, after the first hour is done, the teacher gives everyone a 5-minute break, and then after that little break, the next hour of class continues. Another thing about the school schedules here is lunch breaks can be 1 hour to 2 hours long. So that is super cool. You can see here most of my school schedule days. I have 2 hours of lunch, and which means 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So my next class begins at 2:15, so yes. Another thing about the school schedule here is, for some reason, some people don't have school on Wednesdays. So unfortunately, I have school on Wednesday, but lucky me, it's only 9 to 12. The most unlucky thing I have is school on Saturday. So not everyone has school on Saturday, but kind of most people do. So my friend, her school day is 8 to 10 on Saturday, but personally mine is 8 to 12. So yep. One thing I notice here in France is respect is a major thing in the classroom. You are not allowed to chew gum, and you are not allowed to sleep in class. That is a major no. You are also not allowed to drink water in class, which is very weird to me because obviously in America everyone drinks water in class, but here you are not allowed to because the teachers fear that you may drop water on your desk and get water all over the place. Here in France, you choose 3 electives, which are called spécialités. Mine are Histoire des Arts, SES, and HGSB. And Histoire des Arts is art history, SES is economics, and HGSB is politics. Here in the video, you can see Michel-Ange, which is Michelangelo, and I am currently learning that in my Histoire des Arts. Another big difference between French and American schools is French schools, everything is on paper. Meanwhile, in America, mostly everything is only on computer. For example, here in France, all the tests, they're on paper, all the homework, they're on paper. Even in class, you have to write notes. It's required. You literally write essays and essays of paper. So how tests work here in France is the teacher, they hand out a piece of paper with all questions written on it, and how the students answer is they get out their own piece of paper and they write down everything. They write down all the answers to the questions, and it is very common for them to use multiple sheets of paper, sometimes 2 to 3, but at most 5. With the Bac Blanc though, that's a different story. I might do a separate video just on the Bac Blanc, but the Bac Blanc is a massive test here in France. It is just like the SAT in America. However though, the average someone writes on the Bac Blanc is 5 to 6 pages. The most I ever saw though was 14. Here in France, it's required to write in cursive, so if you don't write in cursive, or if you have really bad handwriting, you can actually lose points on a test. So how grades work here is 1 out of 20. Meanwhile, in America, it's A, B, C, D, or 1 out of 100. So here's an example. So here's my grades. Obviously in English, I have a good grade. It's 17. In math, I have 13. And in science, I have 8. I don't want to talk about that. But basically, anything above a 15 is equivalent to an A. Anything through 13 and 14 is like a B plus. 11 and 12, that's normally the average grade. That would be equivalent to like a B. Like a 10 or like a 9, that's starting to get a little bad, that's like a C. And really anything below a 8 is kind of bad. That's like a D. It's pretty close to impossible to get a 20. So normally the highest you can get is a 19. Students are required to have a lot of supplies for school, so some of these supplies are highlighters, a ruler, a bunch of pens, some pencils, whiteout, an eraser, and specifically this pen. Like, everyone has this pen because it helps students quickly switch the colors of the pen color when writing down notes. I noticed the notebooks here for school are much bigger than the ones in America. The average notebook in America is 8.5 by 11 inches. Meanwhile, the notebooks in France are 9.4 by 12.5 inches. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I apologize if I missed anything. I will most likely include things that I missed in different videos. Expect more to come of the differences of France and America. Goodbye.